right here on your classic metal show with the Skeletons of Society. A song I felt kind of captures the moment. And just before that, opening up the show, we heard Pantera with Revolution Is My Name. His name isn't Revolution, although he's ready to carry on one. It's my friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
What's up, man? Great day, huh?
No, not really. I mean, it has been, well, let's just put it this way. We are in a moment in time in this country's history that marked today as the beginning of the end.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
The end.
Yep.
So you're already conceding that nobody's going to fight back? Nobody's going to push back?
Let's just put it this way. If an election can be rigged the way that this one was and is, there's I don't know what kind of powers can stop somebody who could, a force that could actually do that to a country like America.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm still under the guise of it ain't over yet. I'm still leaving that. I'll wait for the legal.
Well, I haven't waved the white flag, and I'm not going to give up. But my point is that this atrocity that happened this week, I was prepared for it only because for months now, there's been all kinds of things pointing that this would happen.
Right.
And it did happen. And was I shocked or surprised? No, I wasn't. Because, as you know, I listen to people like Mark Levin, who's a constitutional lawyer. And the president himself has been saying that this is going to be a rigged election. He threw up the red flag about this 6 months ago.
Right.
When he basically came right in and said, they're going to use this pandemic as a reason to do this whole mail-in ballot thing. And this is where they're going to rig this election. Mm-hmm. And they did it.
Yeah.
They did it in the wee hours of the morning when most people are asleep. And they did it.
Yeah, that was odd when they just said, "Oh, they've stopped the count because they're taking a break."
What do you think that was just planned? Do you just think that was just what do you think happened in those hours?
Well, all I know is I was watching Kumia's coverage of the election, and they were all like, "What do you mean they're taking a break? They fucking had a break for 3 years, 3.5 years of a break."
Yeah.
Now they need a break, and then magically 750,000 ballots came in, for Biden.
All for Biden.
It's cool.
Isn't that amazing?
The guy's fucking popular.
Let's say, how many is he behind? Well, Trump's ahead by 650,000. Well, let's dump in 700,000 just to make sure. How many are you behind in Georgia? About 300,000. Well, here's 325,000.
No.
Here, dump that in there.
See, now the real question is, will this 5-4 majority in SCOTUS matter, or will they fuck him too?
Well, John Roberts will fuck him for sure. And then we know where the lesbians stand.
Right.
So those three for sure. John Roberts is he's no constitutionalist, that's for sure.
Yeah, so he's 4.
So he'll fuck everything. Alito, obviously, he'll vote the right way. Of course, Clarence Thomas, he'll vote the right way. Our new latest Supreme Court Associate Justice Amy Coney Barrett, she'll vote the right way. Right. Kavanaugh, he's on the fence, and Gorsuch, you never know. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody's got their fucking ammo, because there's none to be bought.
There is none to be bought.
There's none to be bought.
I have literally been going to the gun stores, various gun stores, looking for ammo, and no one has any.
Yeah. I checked into a place today and asked if they had any of any caliber. None. No caliber. No, because I was going to buy whatever they had and then sell it however I could sell it, but none available.
Yeah. I've been looking for weeks because, I'm going to, as much as I want to on Thanksgiving, you know, I traditionally would go out to my sister's place and do some shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I may just have to just forgo that and
Right.
keep the ammo that I have.
Yeah. Got to protect it.
Yeah, because you know, again, everywhere you go, the ammo is gone.
Right.
So, you know, what does that tell you?
Yeah. Everybody's ready.
What does that tell you though? What message does that send? You can't go to a gun store and even buy ammo.
Yeah. Well, people know what's coming. They know what's coming. It's, you know, people are ready for it, dude. People, I think the home militias are gonna sprout up out of nowhere. I not out of nowhere. I mean, I think people are well aware of where they are, but this is, dude, the thought that now that Biden is in, that everything's gonna calm down, that's ridiculous. It's just gonna swing hard the other way. The straight violence is gonna come from the people that are armed now. That's what's gonna happen. There's not gonna be any calm. There's not gonna be any. This fucking cocksmoker is gonna try and say, okay, well, we're gonna stay in for 3 months, and then they'll stage some kind of fucking mass shooting so that they can say, well, we got to fucking put laws on for your guns now. Notice we haven't had a single mass shooting since fucking COVID started, but that's okay because stress doesn't cause people to go crazy.
No, not at all.
No mass shootings then, but we'll have one here in the next 3-4 months, whatever it'll be, so that under the guise of, well, that this is why we got to get your guns, and now they got the people to do it.
Would you be surprised if any politician gets gunned down?
Well, I don't ever hope for that to
I
happen.
didn't say hope. I said, would you be surprised if it happened?
No, not really. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened. When's the last time we had a politician shot? That Gabby, whatever her name was?
That Steve Scalise, was it Steve Scalise at the
the baseball game? Yeah.
Yeah, that Bernie bro.
Yeah, at the baseball game. And then before that was that Gabby chick.
Yeah, Gabby Giffords.
Gabby Giffords, yeah. Yeah. Look at mandate mask and vaccines is coming. You can't mandate the vaccines. You're never going to make that stick. You're never going to get 330 million people to just fucking do it. It's not going to happen. And the mandating of the masks, isn't that already a thing?
Yeah, but safe to say it is everywhere I go, you know, at least around here, you know, there's signs right on the window, you know, no entry without a mask.
Yeah. I got yelled at by both the owner and the owner's wife last night at the comedy club because I wouldn't put my mask on.
And who did you go see last night?
Dave Landau.
Oh, he was back again.
Yeah, he was in town last night. And but I came walking in, and the guy, he's like this Middle Eastern guy. He's like, you have to put on your mask. I was like, no, health reasons. And then the wife's like, no, you have to put on mask. I said, no, I don't have an ear. And then and then the guy comes back again and goes, no, you put on mask. I was like, no, I'm just gonna go sit down now. And I just walked right by him.
And what comedy club was this?
Funny Stop.
Where is that?
Cuyahoga Falls.
Oh, that one. Okay. I didn't realize that they had ragheads there.
Yeah, that guy's owned that place forever.
Really?
Yeah, okay. That guy has owned that place forever. He's a nice guy, but you know, and I get it. I mean, he could get shut down if he's letting people, you know, walk around without a mask, I guess. But
you can sit at your table without a mask.
Oh yeah, as soon as you sit down, then you take the mask off.
So basically, the COVID only gets you if you're standing.
That's right.
Okay, so if you're sitting, it won't bother you. It just goes over your head.
That's right.
But, okay, all right. You know, there's just so many things that this COVID does. It's amazing.
It is.
I mean, if you drink without eating, the COVID will get you.
Right.
And if you stand without a mask on, the COVID will get you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you walk from the door to your table, the COVID will get you. But as soon as you sit down, it won't get you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But you can sit on a crowded plane, and the COVID won't get you as long as you have your mask on. But it'll get you if you don't social distance 6 feet apart when getting off the plane,
or if you stand up or without a mask on.
Right.
If you walk to the bathroom on the plane without your mask, you will get COVID.
Oh, okay.
I will say, though, I'm going to give the Comedy Stop credit where credit's due. First place ever that I was able to get a picture of Jack Daniels. Fucking awesome. we ended up literally we got a pitcher of Jack Daniels and a pitcher of Coke.
I see. You had me confused there. I thought you said a picture.
No, a pitcher,
A
like a pitcher
pitcher.
of beer.
Pitcher of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, we got a pitcher of Jack Daniels
Okay.
and just got hammered.
So what does a pitcher of Jack Daniels cost?
I think 50.
$50?
I think so. I don't know.
And
Kelly picked up the tab. I was fucking thrilled.
is a pitcher about a, what is it? Is that a half gallon?
It's probably more like a fifth plus, a little more than a fifth. Seemed like it. I mean, it's a lot.
Well, yeah. Was there any ice or anything? And it was just straight.
There was some ice. There was some ice, and there was. Well, you're allowed to get mixed drinks, so we ordered a pitcher of Jack and water, but it was very light on the water because Kelly drinks the Jack and water.
So they put the water in the Jack?
Yes, little tiny bit, and then I mixed it with Coke, and it was good.
Okay. So you had watered down Jack Daniels in your Coke.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
And I was doing 80-20 with 80% being the Jack and water and
all right,
the Coke, so it was fine.
Okay.
Look, us drinkers got to drink.
Well, I get it. I was just wondering what you're getting for your money's worth. That's all I'm asking.
Hey, Kelly was paying. I didn't give a shit. This is my birthday present.
Right.
Yeah, I think the whole bill for like 2 burgers and a pitcher of Coke and a pitcher of Jack Daniels was like $93.
Okay.
So whatever that breaks out to, that's what it costs.
All right, I get you. Well, that's $50 a piece.
Yeah, that's
For
cool.
an evening out. So
Right,
that's in my book, that's a cheap date.
Yeah. Of course, then we went to the other bar and spent another $100.
Okay.
Spend another $100 over there.
And what bar was that?
Whatever the place is that's in the same that's in the same building. Like
And what time do they close?
I think we left there at like 11 or 11:30.
And they were still serving?
I'm not going to say that they weren't, because I don't want to get them in trouble if they
No,
were.
I'm asking because when I was there in Ohio for that debacle of a pig roast,
Yeah.
Sal and I couldn't get a drink to save our lives after 10 o'clock. I think everything closes at like 9. I think they stopped serving at 9.
I'll just say that when we were walking out, I was finishing my last drink. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
So I don't know what time we ordered it. I just know, dude, I was drunk and stoned and everything last night. I was like, Kelly had that fucking pot pen, and oh man, I must have hit that thing 343 times. Oh, was I high?
What is that? Just oil?
Yeah, the straight THC.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So and did she drive or you drove or
She drove.
Wow.
Because I knew I was getting not just obliterated. She didn't drink nearly as much as I did.
Okay.
It was my birthday, so it was my turn to just be hammered.
I get you.
And boy,
how was Dave? Did you talk to him?
Yeah. We chatted after. He's fine. He was funny as fuck. He had a bunch of new material. It was really good. We were fucking dying. Maybe it was because I was drunk and stoned, but it was really fucking funny.
Whatever. You need some stress relief to get out of the house.
Yeah. Well, it was good to be out. That's for sure.
Oh, cool.
And pretty full room compared. I mean, it was clear that they took some of the tables out because of COVID, but I think every table was full. And when we went to the early show, and there was a late show, which I was surprised by, but the late show, when we were walking across the hall to the other place, there was a line to get into the late show. So, good on them that they sold, whatever, 100, 150 tickets, whatever, for the 2 shows. That's good.
People need to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good for you. I'm glad to hear you were able to get out and enjoy your evening and enjoy your birthday.
Hey, got to do it now, man. We're going to be locked down again pretty quick.
Dude, this is just the uncertainty of where we're going and what's going to happen, and it's just freaking unbelievable.
Well, I'm going to give you the best advice I can give you, dude. Turn off Mark Levin, turn off Jericho, turn off Styx. Not forever, but for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, I don't
take a break. No, just take a complete break. Get yourself into some TV show that's about, I don't know, strip clubs and something else, anything other than politics, just to clear your head a little bit.
Well, I did that. I did not watch or even look at any news whatsoever for the since the election, since election night. I have not looked at a thing. Haven't read anything, haven't watched any analysis, because it's just all blah, 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 blah. Nobody knows shit.
Yeah, that's just wait till it all works out in court. Whatever happens in court, then we go from there. You know, you can't. I've really just got it in my head right now that I'm not going to worry about it because, being honest, I'm not going to change anything that I do. I don't give a flying fuck what these fucking two knotheads behind me here in the picture fucking say. I'm not going to listen to them.
Well, I'm not going to change anything that I do. It's just that, for the concern, I'm not worried or anything, and I'm not freaking out. I saw some people in the chat room earlier. Angie popped in. I just came in to see if Neeley was okay, or I'm really fucking pissed, and all this and that. So it's like, well, I was prepared for this, as I said.
No.
And there were warnings about this months ago, and it's just like, this is what's going to happen. You mind my words. This is what's going to happen, and it happened. Right. And it was just like, I was just like, wow. You talk about knowing what's going on behind the scenes, or you realize what we're being set up for.
Yeah. It's Sal in the chat room. I need information. I can't disconnect.
Yeah,
there's no information to have. What information are you going to get in the next week? Nothing. You're going to get disinformation. That's what you're going to fucking get. So get away from it. Watch some TV. Get yourself away from this bullshit for a little bit. Believe me, it'll still be there in January, one way or the other. It's still going to be there for you. Just take a break. Don't let these fucking cocksuckers knot your stomach up and give you a fucking ulcer.
Yeah. Well, did you notice that regardless of the outcome, you didn't see any conservatives or Trump supporters going out there? No.
Maybe that's the problem.
You didn't see that, did you?
Maybe that's the problem. We live in an age of pussies, so maybe we need to pussify up so that we can get our way sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to get out there with some bricks and fucking go steal some TVs or something just to show how upset we are about this.
You didn't see any viral posts of anybody going, I can't believe this is fucking happening. You better change this shit. I can't believe this is fucking happening. No, you didn't see any of that, did you?
And that's why we lose. That's why we get to lose this one, because we're not fucking crybabies. Being tough in a fucking pussified age is a fucking problem.
I guess it is.
I hate to tell you, but that's just the truth of it. Being a man in the fucking era of pussies is a negative, not a positive.
I guess.
Look at the proof.
Yeah.
The pink hairs beat the fucking men. That's just the way it works. Sorry. The fruity pink heads have fucking stolen the election.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's got it.
Yeah, so, right. You're absolutely right.
So manning up and saying, these guys are fucking faggots. These guys are fucking sissies. This is that. Sorry. We lost. It's time to make our noise now. It's time to throw bricks through windows. It's time to fucking, it's time. If I learned anything in the last year it's that no peace works. This fucking running the streets claiming no peace and everything's upsetting or whatever. We may have hated it. We hated watching it. It fucking sucked. But let's be honest. Look at the result of it.
Mm-hmm.
You got a chick pretending that she's black as the vice president. You got a dementia-fied fucking fool as the president.
Yeah. And that alone, again, and I just kind of rectified this in my head. It doesn't matter who was going to run against Trump.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to overturn this election regardless. It didn't matter who it was.
They had to have somebody that was milquetoast enough to make it close enough.
Yeah.
That's all it was. They had to have somebody that could make it close enough. And they threw in Harris so they could get a black lady in there. So you get females and you get black all at once. And they threw Biden in there because of the Obama connection. Because you could say Obama, Obama, Obama. You know, and that's what they did. They got enough votes to keep it close.
Yeah. Well, the amazing thing is if, you watch the Trump rallies to the run up to this election, that man could not go anywhere without tens of thousands of people showing up.
Yeah.
And this Biden and this Harris, they'd show up and they couldn't get 50 people to show up, but yet they all showed up at the election.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
They were waiting.
Sure they did.
They were in hiding, Neeley.
Yeah, there was the people would not even go out to see Biden anywhere he went.
Didn't need to. They didn't need to. They knew who they were voting for.
Okay.
Dude, in some ways, it's very similar to the way it went with the last election. People didn't, I mean, they came out to see Trump, but ultimately nobody really told anybody they were going to vote for Trump. They just went out and did it.
Yeah.
Same with the fucking Biden nonsense. The Biden, nobody needed to come out and fucking go, hey, Joe, you're my guy, bro. Nobody needed to do that. They just knew that they were going to they pulled the same lever that I did. I know you were on a different story in 2016, but they did the same thing I did in 2016, which I didn't vote for Trump. I voted not for Hillary. And that's what they did. That's what they did. The ones that did vote 90% of them did this time. They didn't vote for Joe Biden. He's a fucking boob.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to think that anyone with any kind of a conscience said, yeah, I'm voting for a guy who, let's just face it, the guy has got dementia. He's on the downward slope of dementia. This is the first time that we, as far as I know, in the history of this country, elected someone who's mentally incapacitated.
Well, dude, and if you go to social media, which I know you don't, but if you go onto social media today, which I did, I took a nice long look at social media and I looked for one thing specifically, and I did not find it more than 2 or 3 times on both Twitter, and this is combined over Twitter, Facebook, Minds Gab, Parler, all of it. I looked through a lot of it today. There's nobody that is saying, you know what? Thank God it's Joe, because this is what Joe's going to do now to fix what Trump did. And this is why Joe is the right pick. There's none of that. There's no fandom for Joe Biden. There's nobody that's interested in Joe Biden. All they're interested in is, we're getting rid of the big bad orange guy. Yay.
He was mean. He cut our taxes and he brought businesses back and he made America prosper again. We need to get rid of him.
Yeah. Well, here's what everybody needs to keep in mind. And if they keep nothing else in mind over the next 12 months, this is what you keep in mind. And for me personally, I've said all along, I'm not a Trump guy. I'm still not. I really don't give a shit. Trump is a fucking gangster. Biden's a fucking gangster. They're all fucking gangsters as far as I'm concerned. But here's what you need to keep in mind. When your gas is $3 a gallon, when the stock market, which as of Friday was what, 27,600 or something like that. When that dips below 20,000, when you're sitting at home and fucking you're home because we're doing another 3 months of sitting at home for nothing, and your job goes away and
with shortages in the market,
the prices of everything go up because people are closing businesses. When all of that happens, do not be fooled by the same fucking cocksucking media that's been lying to you for 4 fucking years that are going to tell you that this is the residual of the Trump economy, because it's not. Even in COVID time, he didn't lose the stock market. Even in COVID time, gas prices did not skyrocket. None of these things that you're about to see happened. The reason they're going to happen right now is because this cocksucker and this proven cocksucker, Kamala, are fucking going to raise the taxes and take care of finishing off the middle class. That's what's coming. So keep that in mind and don't let them get away with it. Every one of your dumb fucking friends that's going to be on fucking fuckbook that, is going to do everything in their power to justify this fucking group of ass fucks raising your taxes. and is going to say, well, it's just Trump's fucking residual, blah, blah, blah. They're all going to say it, and you need to stomp them in their fucking face and make sure that they remember this is what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Make it clear. Don't be quiet no more. Everybody sat around for fucking 4 years, or 12 years, really, and let these cocksuckers fucking put their little ideologies out there, and that's fine. You know, that's the nature of how it's supposed to work, to be honest, is if your guy loses, you accept it and you go with it and you pull the trigger for the next guy, for the next guy that has your values. That's how it's supposed to work. But it's time to make noise. Now it's don't continue to be quiet like you've been with fucking Trump. And I would definitely blame the public for being too quiet with Trump. They let the media run wild. They didn't do nothing about it. They wouldn't fucking boycott it. They won't fucking get rid of it. They won't turn it off. People that do turn it off, people that say they're not watching football anymore because of actions are told that they're fucking babies and pussies and whatever. Now's the time. Now's the time. You got to act. I hate to be this way, but you got to act the way that it's been pushed into your face for the last fucking 4 years. You got to act with anger, and you can't let up. No matter what anybody says about you, do not fucking let up. Let them hate you. Let people fucking hate you. But keep making your fucking point. Keep making your point till you don't have one goddamn follower left on fucking Fuckbook or Twitter or Parler or wherever the fuck you are. YouTube, whatever it is. Keep hammering and don't stop. You can't make it easy. That's one of the things I think has not Trump himself, but Trump's followers has made it easy. Because the minute the fucking right or left wing ass fucks go and say, well, you're a racist because you support the president. The minute people just started backing away from that, like a word was fucking powerful, that's when this fucking started. Because they knew they could make you shut up. If ever there was a time to look at it clearly as fuck in your vision and see that you just have to say, you're right. I am a racist. Fuck you. If that's your definition of a racist, then fuck you, I am. But I'm not letting this fucking piece of shit get away with this. And you got to do it, and you got to do it, and you got to do it. And you can't give two fucks what anyone says. That's all. That's the end of my rant.
You got to be relentless. Relentless, I tell you.
That's right. It's relentless.
Exactly. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hail and kill, gentlemen. Hey, here's a 2-point question, comment. Number one, but a good chunk of these people, a sizable chunk, were out committing crimes, burning things, flipping cars, doing all kinds of criminal activity against police officers and stuff, and they shouldn't have been voting. And I know damn well every one of them sons of bitches voted. If they have time to get involved in all of that crap, I'll guarantee they made sure their stupid ballots were in. And the second thing that concerns me is, you're going down this road looking at this past that they did this. It was all these cities. Well, if they keep playing this game plan, the rest of the country is going to be screwed. They could probably keep racking up elections for the executive branch for who knows how long, decades. Just my observations. This is what pissing me off. Hail and kill, hand job. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Well, there's an example. There's an example of, well, they keep doing this. Mm-hmm. They keep doing this. Well, it's up to us to figure out how to stop them.
Yeah, fight back.
Whoever they are.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit back and go, well, they get away with it. They did this and they did this.
No. You have to put the same fear in them that you have lived with in the last fucking 4 years. And whether that's just the fear of being labeled something, or that's the fear of physical violence, or that's the fear of whatever it is, you got to put that same fear in there. And those are things that the left has done in the last 4 years. That's just the truth. They've put the fear of being labeled. They've put the fear of losing jobs. They've put the fear of being physically hurt if you go out somewhere. If you're out in public and if you wear a fucking red hat, it's okay to punch you in the fucking face. Time to fucking turn that shit. Sorry, it just is. Freedom doesn't come easy. That's an old military saying, and that's the fucking truth of it. Freedom does not come easy. It comes through a lot of blood and a lot of fucking war and a lot of fight. And now's the time to bring that war and that fight. And that fight could just be info. I mean, hate to go all Alex Jones, but it could just be the use of information, the use of technology.
Yeah.
The use of spreading the word, the use of not being afraid to spread the word, the use of not using the mainstream that fucking censors what you can say. The boldness to say, look, friends who are all on Facebook, I'm not going to be on a censored platform anymore. I'm going to go somewhere else. If you don't go somewhere else, the lack of fear to say, no, here's the fucking facts. Fuck you and your feelings. You're wrong. And if you don't like it, don't invite me to Thanksgiving dinner, you cunt, but you're wrong. That's what has to happen. And if it doesn't, then enjoy what you get. It's that simple. Enjoy what you get.
I agree. All right. Well, we all know what the score is at this juncture anyway. Fortunately, I did see that Trump is going to continue fighting. He's, regardless if, it changes anything, which, everybody's doubtful, but regardless of whether it changes anything, in my opinion, if his litigation and investigations into this before December 14th uncovers the fraud, and let's hopefully it does, I won't say that I'm going to be satisfied if it doesn't change anything about the result of the election, but at least I want to know who are these people?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Well, my problem with it is it really doesn't matter. We willingly, regardless of the fraud, regardless of if Biden won or he didn't lose, reasonable number, I would say he got 65 million votes. Reasonably, would you say that's fair?
Fair enough.
The other 5 or 6 million is the difference between these states. So I'm going to say he legitimately got 65 million votes, right?
Perhaps.
That is 65 million people that are absolutely willing to just turn their head to proven documentation of this guy selling the country out to a fucking foreign government. Willingly turn their head and look the other way.
Yep.
Because Orange Man bad. So, fuck him. He has no credibility to me as a president.
None.
I won't be such a douchebag to say, well, he's not my president, because that was douchey when the Trump haters did it. And I'm not going to be that guy now, but that's what they're willing to vote. They're willing to take crime over reality. They're willing to put in place a fucking gangster. So there you go. You got your gangster. Congratulations, dumb fucks. It's that simple.
Yep, I agree. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey guys, what's up?
What up?
Here's what the problem, man. Okay, I agree with everything you're saying. But dude, some of us already done that. Me and my family don't get along. I'm trying to reach people. This is what my actual family said, and I quote, wait till the media investigates themselves, and then they'll tell us if there was wrongdoing. I'm like, you're a fucking moron. If you steal, they're not going to investigate themselves. And here's the problem I have. Every one of those cocksuckers is now saying, well, you stole Florida, so we stole this one, so now we can all be friends again. No, fuck you, asshole. I don't want to be your friend. I hope you get AIDS. I hope you get fucked with a rusty razor blade, you motherfucker. And the new cunt bitch in chief who will be your president, because Biden shit his pants, thinks he won a Senate seat. This is bullshit. But the people who I'm mad at are the fucking GOP who did not stand up and now have the balls to think these people follow them. I follow Trump. Fuck the GOP. Fuck the Republican Party. They don't speak for me. These people will leave when Trump leaves, and they'll get what they deserve. My problem is the judge who got appointed, I may be wrong on this, Neeley, hasn't she said she won't vote on this?
Who are you talking
If it
about?
comes-
Amy?
Tony Barrett.
Yeah, didn't Amy recuse herself?
I don't know that she'll recuse herself, to be honest with you.
I think she did say that.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she said she won't vote on it because she's not been there long enough. Fuck that cunt. He got you a job, bitch, and now, oh, I don't know, I haven't been here long enough. Yeah, you're here for this shit, bitch. I don't care if some whore wants to kill a baby. Fuck that whore. Fuck that baby. You're here to preserve my freedom. I've banged crazy bitches. I'm glad there's an abortion because I'm angry. I've banged crazy bitches. We don't need to leash down society. You're fucking here to preserve my rights in my country, not help a whore out or tell her to cross her legs. She will not vote on an important issue. This is why Supreme Court justices need to be voted out. They are not gods. Everybody betrayed the dude. And one more thing, if one more of you liberal, cock-sucking cunts get an old-ass meme from 3 years ago and put a MAGA hat on it, I'm going to beat the living fuck out of you, lazy bastard. Come up with your own fucking memes, and if you talk about Florida one more time, I'm going to rip your fucking spine out. You are that nagging bitch who pisses and moans after being divorced for 12 years and still talks about it. Get over it, motherfucker. And one thing, a lot of people, well, I don't care about politics. Politics are a drag. Let's talk about music. You know what? We can't talk about music because everybody's a goddamn pussy and there ain't been a fucking thing released that fucking matters because you let the vagina hat wearing people take over all the art. You're not allowed to speak freely, think freely, or be creative freely. That's why I can't talk about music. There ain't a fucking thing the last 20 years worth talking about. It's all been reboots because you got no fucking creativity. Even the way you stole was fucking retarded. You stole with 200% of precincts. You're a bunch of nuts, retards, and jagoffs. And you don't like politics, man, but you're the same asshole who's going to say, man, this high gas such a dick. Pay attention, retard. Don't come to me when gas is $3 and you can't give me your bank account because they're bringing the social credit shit from Britain over here. So if you say a wrong word, fucker, you ain't going to be able to get money or goods or services. You know why you don't know that? Because you're too busy talking about the goddamn new Bon Jovi motherfucking album. You people drive me fucking crazy. Fuck all you people. Oh, God damn it. What about Winker? Who gives a fuck? I want to go see Motley Crue. You can get the ticket, asshole, but you ain't going to be able to fucking drive there. Bunch of losers. Helen Keel. Fuck that cunt. Fuck the GOP. Got to find a fat chick to give me a hand job. Out. Bye.
Do fat chicks give better hand jobs?
I don't know. Maybe because their hands are meatier?
Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe. Oh, well, that guy was happy.
Well, at least he got whatever was bothering him off his chest.
Yeah, no shit.
All right.
All right.
Well, we got a guest coming up here in a few minutes.
We do. She just texted me and said,
all right,
talk for a half hour. I was like, all right, cool.
She did what now?
Just texted me that she could talk for a half an hour.
Oh, she's on a time schedule.
Yeah, she just got back she was out at an event tonight, I think. So
okay. All right. Well, our guest coming up here is somebody that we featured on the show a couple of weeks ago. Somebody that I found on the YouTube.
Yes, sir.
And she's a phenomenal singer, phenomenal guitarist, great performer. She's got a lot of videos out there on YouTube. She seems to be a big fan of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
She does a lot of 80s songs. She does a lot of covers, does some Skid Row. She did Steelheart. She did Kicks.
Heart.
She did Dokken.
Heart.
Yeah, she just does all kinds of stuff. Just a natural performer in every way, shape, or form. She looks very comfortable behind the mic, very comfortable on stage. She just has a great a great presence about her. And the thing is, she's extremely young.
Yeah.
But she's like a seasoned veteran. And the who I'm talking about is Mariah Formica.
Right.
and she agreed to come on the show and kind of talk about her and let us know a little bit about her and so on and so forth, because she's won both Chris and I over as fans.
That's right.
So anyway, it'll be our pleasure to bring Mariah on the show. So I'm going to play a song that I think is very appropriate for, well, the end of the segment here.
All right.
She has an original out there called "I Don't Care What You Think."
Right.
So let's have a little sampling of Mariah Formica.
Are you just playing the one song or two?
I'll play a couple songs.
All right, because I need to text her and tell her when.
All right. So yeah, we'll play a couple of her tunes back to back here.
Okay, cool.
All right, well, here it is. This is Mariah Formica with "I Don't Care What You Think," exclusively here
On your classic metal show.